After training more than 20,000 students and training multiple corporates, I have learned two things. That is, first, that people don't understand how to do prompting in the right way. And the second is, people don't know which tool to use when. And today, I'm going to help you with that. Hi, my name is Josefa Dapai, and I run a company called as FEX, where we help companies in two things. One is that we do AI trainings, and the second is we help you with business automation. So if any task that you're doing manually, we help you automate those things for you. Now let's talk about the first problem, and that is prompting. Let me take you back when we were kids. When you had to learn rainbow colors, how were we taught? By using a short code, and that is WebCure. Now these short codes basically stayed with me throughout my life. And when I had to learn about sole proprietorship, or let's say for example private limited company, all these headers that were there, I had to learn it by these acronyms. Then back in 2022, when I had to learn how basically to do prompting in the right way, I came across a lot of guides where they taught me how I can do prompting in the right way. And to be honest, I didn't like any of it. And there is this one formula, after looking at so many guides, I came up with. And the formula that I'm going to teach you is basically PET. So, what does PET stand for? Persona, environment, task. So the P stands for persona. But what exactly is persona? Well, you can assign persona to ChatGPT for anything that you'd like. So for example, if you want ChatGPT to be a doctor, therapist, or a scriptwriter, copywriter, it can be anyone. But it is not about you. It is about how you want ChatGPT to give you the answer. Sometimes you can also use it as a famous personality. So if you like David Ogilvy from Ogilvy and you want to do copywriting in that format, then you can do that too. So let's say, for example, you're someone who creates MOMs all the time. MOM stands for minutes of the meeting. If you're someone who creates that all the time, what you can do is you can ask ChatGPT to be the best MOM writer out there. If you're doing copywriting, then you can say you're a copywriter from so and so years of experience. These kind of things makes a lot of difference. So let's look at this example. You're a senior creative director who's been in advertising from last 20 years. Now, did you see what I did there? I assigned a persona which says that you're a senior director. And then I added that you are a senior director from last 20 years. Now, what will happen with ChatGPT is that it will think from that person's perspective. Let's go to the next thing, which is environment. Now, let me give you a scenario. There are two stand-up comedians that I'm going to show you on your screen right now. One is Anubhav Singh Bassi and the second is Zakir Khan. What are they really good at? You might be thinking stand-up comedy, but no. They are excellent storytellers. So E is nothing but storytelling. Just imagine that there is an intern who is sitting with you and you have to explain something to them. How would you explain them? You would go to every nitty-gritty to explain them something. The same thing, you need to do it with ChatGPT, where you have to give the context of the conversation. And let me tell you one thing, that the longer the context, the better it is for ChatGPT to understand what you're trying to say. So let's look at this example over here. You need to create a campaign for Britannia during Durga Puja that will run on billboards, social media, inside stores, and you are targeting families who celebrate traditions. Did you see what I did there? I explained everything inside my environment, why am I doing this? What is the context of the conversation? Why did I add the word Durga Puja? So that if ChatGPT wants to come up with ideas, then it can think from that perspective. The next one is T, and the T stands for task. Now, let me ask you a question. Let's say Sanjeev Kapoor comes to your house and you want Sanjeev Kapoor to make paneer chilli for you. What are the questions that he will ask you? How many people you are serving to? What is the spice level? How many paneer cubes do you want? Do you want it dry or gravy? These are the questions that he will ask you. Now the same thing comes up with ChatGPT also. You need to assign tasks of how you would want your answers to be. Now, let's look at this example over here. Write a creative brief that makes people feel happy about the festival and brings family together. Remember to respect the local culture, stay competitive with other food brands, and work within the realistic budget. Now, let's say, for example, if you have your own budget, then you can add it in this example also. And like this, you can create multiple things in the task. Let's say, for example, if you're doing copywriting, how many words do you want? Let's say, for example, if you want the article to be more like human, you can add that also. If you're someone who is doing SEO, what is the meta title size that you would like to be? These are the tasks that you need to give GPT. Now, this is the format that people use most of the times whenever they want to do prompting. Remember, persona, environment, and task. Remember one thing, you won't become an expert in prompting in one day. It will take time. So what I will suggest you to do is that keep on practicing. And the more you practice, the better you get. In my next video, I'm going to tell you which LLM tool that you should use for research, copywriting, or let's say for general purpose use. So subscribe to get an update on that. I would love to see your prompts created using PET framework. So comment down below and I will check it and give you the feedback on the same.